found is that I booked on final expense leads. I booked 6 final expense, one mortgage protection, and I had 5 of the final expense not be there. But when I got on the phone with them last night, they were fired up to talk to me right then. So I'm like, okay, so strike while the iron is hot. And hey, people are, like you said, people have money if they're on a fixed income and they're ready to roll. And being able to remember that, thank you for that reminder, because I had a gal tonight give me that objection that, oh, well, I'm waiting for the economy and I know she's on a fixed income. And so that right there is huge.
Yeah. Hey, our clients got money. Remember, Social Security did not lay them off. They're being paid to do what they're doing. Nothing. Okay?
The laid off ones want jobs too.
And the laid off ones want jobs. They're scared too. So, hey, we hire them. Okay. Other good things. Junior, you were sharing a good story with me like 10 minutes ago. Junior, fire away, buddy.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, boss.
Yeah, so it was a crazy week just trying to get used to this corona, and it was all in my head too, and just trying to stay focused. So all week I had gone helping 2 families for $700 in premium, thinking I'm like a failure and this is the end of the world. And then God just shows up at my last appointment, and I meet a lady that is a nurse, and her God's daughter died, and now the son was wanting to commit suicide, and just crazy traumatic stuff. But I wrote her a policy, husband a policy, 3 kids a policy, and granddaughter a policy for right at $4,100 in premium. My last appointment after running 25 appointments. I ran 24 appointments and wrote $700 in premium.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. All right. Hey, we got to stay the course. Stay the course. That's big stuff.
That's right.
All right. Good job, Junior. Good job. All right. I see Terry Edwards out there. Terry, boss, you ready to roll? Go ahead, man.
Woo! What's going on, Mike? Noelle, team.
Fired up.
Hey, man, it's unprecedented times, baby. Tia got 2 new agents contracted today, and drove depth with another one up in Denver, Colorado. So they're about to come to see you, Marcus. We had 13 people live at the boot camp this afternoon in the office, and about 16 on live stream. We had 25 in the meeting tonight, live with Gina Hawks in the building. And we had 37 people live streaming, and sent out a mass actually we had 40 on the Zoom. And then we sent out mass texts to some of our clients and booked like 4 appointments yesterday just on current clients. I've already written 2,000. And this morning did a dial session and booked 11 appointments in less than 2 hours for Thursday.
That's awesome, dude. Buddy. That's big time. Hey, thank you for sharing. Thank you for leading.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, good stuff.
News.
That's big news there. All right, we got other people got hands up and paused. Let me see. And sometimes we got so many people on. We've hit our 100 max, by the way. So, and I'm reading off just people that are sharing here. I'm just going to read off the chats in case y'all aren't seeing this. If you're on phone only, Mike Williams, Zip Whip with inactive agents got to 3 to become active today. That's big. Sydney, hiring people like crazy. Calendars booked from 9:30 to 7 p.m. every 30 minutes. Michelle, I'm assuming this is Alman. Put in 24 apps in these last 4 days. 24 applications the last 4 days for 19,000. Mostly current clients. Texting more clients today. Wrote 2 more e-apps today on Zoom meeting on a lead.
Nice.
Okay, that's big stuff. Thank you for sharing that. Set 23 appointments. Sat on 17, all face-to-face. So that's big stuff. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle, if you're on, I've
open up the line.
See if I can find you. Michelle, if you want to unmute and just start talking, because I can't see everybody that's on here. I just can't get to them all fast enough.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, girl. How we doing?
Hey, Michelle.
Good. Yeah, just really, hanging out with current clients, wanting more coverage. Still calling leads. I'm seeing a bunch of leads tomorrow. So I'm still going to see people. Only when they're really not wanting to see me am I going to go ahead and make the sale on the phone or on a Zoom meeting. But we're all learning, and it's just, you're going to have to embrace the change, and it's a great thing because we're actually going to get more efficient, effective. And who says we can't do it? All the insurance carriers are going to let us.
Oh, hey, by the way, we have a competitor. I'm not going to say who it is or which one it is, but we have a competitor whose carrier for final expense has made waiting 14 days on all their final expense apps. So if you need more fuel when you're booking, you can say, hey, look, y'all, the carriers we're working with are issuing business and approving people today. There are some carriers that have stopped approving people for 14 days because of this coronavirus, and that could go longer. You should be getting this taken care of while you still can.
And I'm calling all my people back that were want to think about it and this and that and needed banking and this and that. I said, well, the window's closing for you. This is a courtesy call, but I probably won't be calling you again because I'm really busy. And, you know, we don't know when they're going to flip the switch or how long that may last. Right now, they're still covering people, but I'm getting emails as we speak about if you've traveled, if you've got this, if you've got that, they're not going to cover you, which is true.
It is true. It is true. I mean, we've already seen the bulletins that came out today. It said, people, if you've been out of the country and this and that, I mean, there's already some little things tightening up. Some of these carriers are saying, oh, hey, some of these people are going to die. We're going to have to pay some claims. So, yes, we need to hey, eat while you can. Eat while the buffet is open, my friends.
It's good times right now. And you know, just texting all the clients, they really appreciate it. Everybody's home. A lot of them respond, thank you for thinking about me, Michelle. How's your family? You know, it's those little things that really, and they'll say, you know, I've got people, I'm going to send you more customers. So
yeah. That's awesome.
It's very exciting to hear that back from people. Thank you.
And hey, thank you for taking a minute to jump on and share. And really for everybody that's here, I mean, it's kind of funny. We hit our peak of 100 like in 8 minutes, which, you know, Andy was like, we ain't going to get 100 people within 15-minute notice. Like, well, we hit 100 people within like 7 or 8 minutes.
Hey, Olga Mathis texted, she zip whip, text blast, 4 appointments today and helped 3 families. Fired up about it. Good job, Olga.
Good job,
Getting
Olga.
after it.
All right. Somebody told me James Austin's got a good story I need him to share. James, you able to speak up, buddy?
Mute.
There we go.
I had to figure this out. I used to be an IT guy. Can you hear me now?
We got you.
Yeah, I'm excited. It was a day of about 8 appointments, a lot of no-shows, but kind of like Junior was saying, man, it was one of those things where I was just feeling like this ain't working. As you guys know, California is shut down. They don't want us to even go to anyone's home. It's been kind of tough. So just getting over that whole funk of, man, can I do this thing over the phone? I watched Alex Abian's selling from home using Zoom. Jake Krause sent out a cool video called, a video application. I don't know if you guys seen it, whereby.com. It's really easy where clients don't have to download anything and you can share your screen. So I got Alex Avian's Corvid 19 ATM and was using Whereby from Jake Krause. Shout out to those brothers for helping a brother out. And just hit an appointment. I was talking to Joe Dukes. I was like, young couple just over in the next town over, and wrote 2 applications for husband and wife for $1,800, and just kind of made my day. So that's
cool.
And people are texting me left and right. That thing, Evan Passer, oh my God, that thing works. You guys, a lot of you guys know that. I've been text blasting people like crazy. I got 3 agents that just came out of the woodwork. One girl said, oh man, I just got fired, just got laid off from my mortgage gig that I was doing. I was making good money, but they shut the whole department down. She's ready to get started. I got another guy texting me from, I think he's in Arizona. He wants to, these guys have NAA numbers and licenses, and we're just getting started again. So Mike Williams is helping me with that. So I think we got 3 of them so far in the last 24 hours. And current clients popping up, hey, we need some protection. So this thing, we're still working. We're essential. I'm all over that. No matter what, we got to get it done.
Hey, that's
Nice
good.
job, buddy.
Awesome. Proud of you, dude. Hey, rock and roll. Cool.
James, what was the name of that again? I had somebody asking about the Zoom.
Whereby.com. WHEREBY.com.
Okay.
It's a free app. I was telling Joe Dukes about it. It's free, and it allows you to share your screen so they can see your ATM presentation. And I actually, when I was doing the e-app, I had I did an SRA and a Mutual of Omaha. I had them, and I had them both up on the screen. Well, one at a time. I had them on the screen while I was going through the process, so they can actually see the application while I'm asking the questions and reading the questions. So it was worked out pretty good.
Good. Okay. Awesome, dude.
Cool.
Thanks.
Sweet. All right, Katrina Gustin. I know you're out
Great
here.
job, James.
Thanks.
Katrina Gustin, you've been rocking the last couple of days. Katrina, you able to speak up, unmute, share?
I'm unmuted. Yes, sir.
All right.
So far, I've got over $7,500 in life premium.
Sweet.
And wrote a $157,000 annuity.
Nice.
I'm going back tomorrow. I just scalped a $69,000 one that somebody else from another company, I will not name, tried to write, that I'm going to take care of for these folks. Also going to look for some life premium for them tomorrow. Got an appointment. And I had another client call me who I wrote some life premium on last week. She said, I need to move my money now. So following up with her, her husband also has a very, very, very large annuity that he currently has. And because I already was talking to her, we were talking about the details of that. Turns out the money that he's getting from that is not nearly what he should be getting. So looking to find another $400,000 or $500,000 there. And I'm going to go ahead and text blast the rest of my current clients in the morning. So I don't have any, I'm not short of any work to do. I'm so backed up.
Yeah. Hey, if you're thinking, working, trying, you are like that. It's like, hey, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. You're like a one-arm paper hanger, So.
That's right.
A one-arm.
That's right. And we're still seeing people, too, like Michelle said. I'm still seeing people who will see me. And most at this point will. I know it's different where everybody is. But I would say, unless you're forbidden, please try, because don't just assume that people aren't going to see you.
That's right. And before you have to fall back to the phone, you can even still go to their house and do a Bell Krause and do the business through the storm door and not touch them, breathe on them, spit on them, or anything else like that, and do an e-app. You can do a proximity appointment if you need to. So you got options. Katrina, thank you for working. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your perseverance. Team appreciates it. Tad Peterson, you able to speak up? I thought I saw a Tad on here. Tad Peterson. I thought he was here. If not, we're going to keep going. Is that Megan Alleman? I see a Megan. I wrote 10K just on Saturday face-to-face.
Can you hear me, Mike?
I hear you, Tad.
Okay. Yeah, so I did a bunch of drive-bys today. I booked 9 appointments from drive-bys today. Saw a current client, my first appointment, helped her out with a CFG policy.
There we go.
Nice job, buddy. How much was that?
It's like, what was it, total premium? It was like $360 annualized premium.
Hey, we'll take it. But I love it. People are home. For those of you doing drive-bys, that's a nice thing. Because if they're not home, you could even change your note from missed delivery notice to a National Guard notice is wondering why you're not in your house. We just wonder why you're not at home. It's a home check. All right. So he's going to say, is that for real? All right. Let's go ahead and grab Megan. Megan, what's going on?
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me on the call. This is awesome. Wrote face-to-face, went and saw clients this last weekend. Wrote just over 10,000. 5,000 of it was approved today. Go Foresters and CFG. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So, people, unless you're giving them the objection before they give you the objection, it seems like people are still willing to meet face-to-face. So unless they are giving you that objection, that they're just nervous to meet up with you, I would say go to them. there was one of the people that I sat with actually told me that another agent from a different agency had booked an appointment with them the next evening via Zoom or via FaceTime call. And I was there the night before doing it face-to-face, so she wasn't going to have that second meeting. So I would encourage you to just go out there and see people unless you're uncomfortable or unless they are uncomfortable, but just keep fighting through it. It's attitude and activity, guys.
I love what you said, Megan. It's not an objection unless you let them have the objection. That's awesome.
Don't give it to them before they give it to you.
Yeah.
Just book the appointment as normal. We have to keep things as normal as possible because the rest of the country is going crazy. So the more normal you can keep it, the more normal it's going to be. So keep fighting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's big stuff.
We are financial first responders.
That's right.
Yeah, and we just also we're moving over about $680,000 over into BAM this week from one of my clients and moving a portion of that over into an annuity. But yeah, we're busy around here. Same as Katrina.
That's awesome. That's
Nice.
good. Hey, we can create normal,
Yeah.
We're fortunate to be able to create normal. Like Andy said, he says, hey, it's like, hey, he was just, encouraging people to do their jobs, but now it's like the governor in several states has mandated that we do our jobs. They've created this freedom because they understand it's essential. Essential is not just for the service that we provide. It's essential for what Megan's saying is that we provide a sense of normalcy and calmness and help ease the fears of the people that's out there, right?
Right.
Same reason they're buying toilet paper is because it feels normal to stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it doesn't feel normal then, but it's like, it's the way they feel. That's the one thing I can do in this craziness. I can't control, but I control if I can buy toilet paper. Well, they can also control, they protect their family and buy life insurance. And it's just some kind of a thought process.
I had a new agent today as well who works in the restaurant industry, used to work, or she still does work at the same restaurant I used to manage. She is a manager there. And with all the restaurants shutting down, because she's a manager, she had to go from a 5-day salary work week to a 6-day salary work week. But because she was already on track to start booking appointments this week, she didn't stop her in her tracks. Now she's going from 6 days working in the restaurant, her 1 day off, she's going to be running appointments with us. Today had her first dial session on old leads and still booked 3 appointments face-to-face. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Way to lead from the front, girl.
Thanks, y'all.
That's right. Hey, that's awesome. Proud of you. Man, other big things. Let's see. Megan Wood. Speaking of one Megan to the next. Megan Wood, are you still on? I thought I saw your name pop up. There we go. Girl, you able to speak up? Is Elijah asleep or is he still having a party? Megan Wood, you able to speak up? Megan.
Ruffling.
I hear ruffling. Maybe not. All right, Megan, let me know if you can talk. All right, I know she's here. Megan, unmute if you can and let us know if you're ready. And if there's someone else, you've had something big happen the last day or two. I'm just reading off here. Justin Balick, 13 applications for $28,000 last week. I saw he had booked 40 appointments. So good job on the work ethic there and the focus. Let's see. And Megan Wood, who else we got? Let's see. I got a text question from G-Shock. So George and Shock, let me give you a quick answer to your question. And the question he texted me, and I'll even share my screen here real quick. Let me find it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. All right. So George asked me, he says, which carriers can we write final expense over the phone with or an e-app? So real quick, so final expense, you can do Mutual of Omaha, Living Promise, Whole Life. You can do Nassau Re, Remembrance, Whole Life. You can do Great Western, and you can do AIG. And I didn't put it up here, but I believe you can do Transamerica. I'm pretty sure that is also available because I know it's available in e-app, and on their paper it asks, has this been done in a face-to-face or screenshot, or a screen sharing type of environment? Right. And then the other products,
If anybody knows something different, though.
Yeah, if somebody knows something, in fact, do you know something different about Transamerica or can confirm that we're allowed to do non-face-to-face? I'm pretty sure, but I haven't gotten it in writing, which is why I didn't put it on this list. But again, if you haven't seen this, again, carriers and products allow e-signature over video, over the phone. As a whole, strong foundation, smart UL Advantage Plus, your term with Foresters, with Mutual Omaha, Term Life Express, Term Answers, Living Promise, Children's Whole Life, Guaranteed Advantage, Accidental, Critical Advantage, that's a critical illness policy, Nassau Re, Safe Harbor Term Express, Nassau Re's Remembrance Whole Life, Great Western's Guaranteed Issue, AIG Guaranteed Issue, LSW's Flex Life IUL, and F&G Life's IUL products. All can be written over the phone or a Zoom session or whatever. So, and if somebody can get a confirmation on Transamerica, we'll update our document and share that more. Okay, let's see. Megan Wood, and then, all right, girl. Hey, talk about what you've learned to do over the last few days in abundance.
Okay, so the virus has actually made me push a little bit harder when I have my son. So having my son before, I wasn't doing a whole lot because that was my time off. But this has made me push to where and start making me feel like there's a need to do something while I have my son. So I've been recruiting more, and I've been following up with my prior clients constantly. So I've been able to, all the business that I wrote last week was from prior clients and referrals. And so I've gotten 2 agents contracted. So I'm working on recruiting more with this and seeing else what I can do while I have my son. So I've learned to use my time wisely.
That's cool. That's good stuff. And Megan, how many of those Medico apps have you written in the last week?
I wrote 14 last week, and I wrote 2 so far this week.
And how many of those did you write over the phone just because you were able to call your clients and talk about the need for, having this?
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them. So
That's another one you can put on there.
Yeah, I should put it on the list. I didn't put it on the list because you can write that Medico app. It uses that My Enroller. So like I watched Megan do an appointment with a client. It took her 7.5 minutes to say hi to the client, rebuild or refresh the relationship, talk about the need in case they get hospitalized to have some of these extra benefits, price it out, and get them to go agree for a policy on the husband, policy on the wife, and then get it done. And then after she got off the phone, she already had their banking information and social. So she fills out the My Enroller, which does not require an actual signature from the client. It just means that she's enrolling them in that, like on Great Western, it uses the same tool. So a very, very powerful thing that you can do as a secondary sale. Again, that's if you have Medico available in your state. And again, it's as a great secondary sale to all your final expense clients, because they're thinking, hey man, they're saying that, whatever it is, we get this, we end up in the hospital, we're going to be in there for several days on a ventilator. Might as well get paid to do it, So,
and the bonuses, you get bonuses through Medico. So my bonuses are going to be like crazy next month.
So what's the bonus?
Looking forward to that.
Is it, how much is that per application?
$60.
$60. $60 per application?
Yep, they upped it.
They upped it. Oh my gosh, $60 per application, and you did 17 of those this week?
Yeah, I'm fired up. I'm going for like $5,000. I'm going for $5,000 and just bonus.
Y'all better write some of this before Megan takes up all their bonus money. What's going to happen is they probably have a pool of bonus money.
They're going to have to shut this off.
We're going to cut this off. So, all right. Well, that's kind of cool. That's crazy fun.
Good job, Megan. Fired up, girl.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right.
Gina Hawks is going to check on the trans face-to-face and let us know. So she's going to confirm that.
Okay.
Non-face-to-face, excuse me.
Yeah.
She's going to confirm it for us.
Yeah. And real quick, nurses no longer doing medical exams so watch you. For those of you who might be doing full underwritten, be very careful because I don't know if you can get exams done now. In fact, here's a great reason not to do fully underwritten. I'd be selling them on simplified issue and say, let the dust settle, get your butt covered, and come back and get you some fully underwritten when the world turns to normal. I said, because we just can't get them done. The nurses are too scared of you, and they're having to do other stuff. I would sell against fully underwritten right now.
Urgency.
You want coverage? You better get it before you get this thing. Before they stop selling, before you need it. So, all right. Is there any others that want to share? Like, again, I've just been calling out people who have been texting me or raising their hands. I see Jake Krause. I'm afraid to ask what Belle's done the last couple of days, Jake.
Oh, man.
She is
As a
scared.
matter of fact. Right. She's one of the hot spots here in the country, Seattle. She's out there rocking and rolling. They locked us down yesterday, but I've dug up the governor's statement that says insurance is 100% allowed here. We can go out and see clients. Anything that we need to do to discharge our duties as insurance professionals, we're allowed to go out and do it. So
Not just allowed, it's mandated that we do our best to
Right.
provide our best efforts to take care of people. Mandated.
that's right. Over 7,000 people die per day in America besides COVID. So we got to get everybody covered, and we're not going to stop until we get it all done. And so our business is way up. You know, I think she's in the last 3 weeks, she wrote over 30,000. So I know she's out writing today. People are calling, sending that text message out. She's gotten tons of referrals from that also. The way that it was worded, asking for referrals. We've had random people texting her saying, hey, I was referred to you by so-and-so. Can you please I want the max. They actually said, I want the max insurance I can get right now. And they put that right in the text. And so she's obliging. You know, she's like, yeah, I think we could probably help you out. No, you know, we'll see what we can do. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. You're right. It is crazy, and it's crazy good for those of us just keeping our mind and talking and thinking and working. So that is big. Okay.
They're asking about someone's asking about the text, Jake. I'm assuming that's the ERS text that you're talking about.
It's the text for texting current clients. Okay. And I think it was Evan Patzer that posted it. We tweaked it just a little bit, just to put our little spin on it. I'll post it here if you want in the chat. But it's essentially the same, and it tweaks they're probably all your clients are thinking about insurance right now. And I would also say the ones who you sat with and did not sell because they wanted to think about it, they're probably thinking about it pretty hard right now, but they're not thinking about you. So you need to reach back out to those people and say, hey, 6 months ago, I sat with you and, you know, you wanted to think about it. What do you think now? And you're going to get some people that are, you know, they were already browsing, looking for something, and then you called, and they're going to go with you because they just don't remember to call you. So I would reach back out to those clients also. But I'll text that text. I will put it in the chat so you guys can see it. And but it's essentially what Evan Patzer did. We just tweaked it a little bit for us. That's all.
That's awesome. A quick follow-up question to that is I've got a couple of texts from other people asking. So you've got the text that you send, and are you getting your client list with their phone numbers through ARC, or how are you getting that client list?
So we exported them through ARC, and you know it'll export to an Excel spreadsheet. You got to clean it up. There might be some duplicates in there. Just clean up the list a little bit. And then we personally used ZipWhip because we're President's Club members, and we decided to go ahead and get ZipWhip. For those of you who don't have it yet, it took us about a week to get it set up. So you might be trying to get it set up right now. There's another app on your phone that you can send out mass text called Hitemup, HITEMUP. And I use that for texting agents, and I can send I can send group text right off. Not group text. It's not a group text. It'll send an individual text to each person on the list that you select. So it costs a little bit of money, but it's worth it. So there's no excuse not to get out there and text that list. And if you get creative, you can import those those contacts into your phone if they're not already there from your spreadsheet, and then you can send them out in a mass text with Hitemup. And so and we're using the same thing to hit up not all of our agents that have drifted away over the last couple of years that we've been doing this. There's tons of licensed agents in our group that drifted away. Well, guess what? We're reaching out to them again and saying, hey, we're still working. You might, wherever you're at, may not be working, but we're working and we need your help. So come out and help us. And we're energizing a whole new, refreshing a bunch of people that, have a license already. And check your state. Some of the states are allowing you to take the test by video or by from home. Washington State instituted that this year before this crisis. So I think there were some other states that were talking about being able to do that. Just check with your state.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. There's definitely things out there. All right. Cool. All right. I don't want to keep this much longer. I know there's probably, if I kept going, I'd probably get 10 more good news stories out of this. My intent was to keep this to 15, 20 minutes. Then all of a sudden, like Andy's like, hey, man, I saw you're going to do this. Let's open this up. And all of a sudden, I knew we'd have a bunch of good news stories. So if there's anything else I can tell y'all here, if you're looking for good news, the good news is here. But we just said, hey, man, pop our head up. Let's share some stuff. But, man, we all need each other to be sharing this on band. It's like this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Hey, Bo, now is the time more than ever. There's enough darkness out there to consume all your light. We need to put all the lights out there. So as you're creating little bits day by day, definitely sharing your numbers weekly, but you have a good day. The team needs you. You need you. Your upline needs you. Your downline needs you. Andy needs you. The carriers need you. We all got to be reassured that, hey, man, it's okay. Things are still working. So, just don't think that my story was too small to be shared. Don't think that my week wasn't big enough to be out there. The fact that you was working was big enough to be out there. The fact that you're trying, the fact that you're on the team means that we need you sharing connected.
Yeah.
Not sharing your numbers is a start of isolation. Good, bad, or ugly. And if you need help, ask for help. Because here's what I know. There's enough good stuff going on there.
Brian Rojas.
Oh, my gosh.
It.
Brian Rojas, unmute yourself, boy. You can't just let that go in a text. Brian Rojas, open yourself up.
Well, what's up, man? How you doing, Mike and Noelle?
Hey, buddy. Tell them. What's the good news, bro?
We flew down to California to help a couple of family members, man. Turned out into a big old mess out there. We killed it with 15,000. And we came back out here, and while Andy Albright was doing that call the other day, we wrote another 4,000 or 5,000 on the phone while he was talking.
Wow.
It's crazy.
20,000?
Crazy. Yes, ma'am. We also wrote another 1,500 yesterday. So we're just fired up, man. And we're doing late night appointments in the state of California tonight. So we ain't scared, baby. We need more coronaviruses.
That's right.
Come on, baby. We're having fun. Seriously.
Okay. All right. Well, that's right. Hey, and it's not to say that we won't have challenges. We're not ignoring the challenges. We're not worried about the challenges. We acknowledge the challenges. We acknowledge what's going on in the world around us, but we're just moving forward. Let's see. Alfonso, you're texting me here. Alfonso, go ahead and share it, buddy.
Yes, Mike. Good evening, everybody. I got 17 appointments this week and 8 current, which total out to be 25 appointments. I'm not scared. I'm going out there to do it this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay, boss. All right, get out there.
Go, buddy.
Miami needs you. That's right.
Yeah, they do.
They need you. All right. Well, cool. All right, guys. Well, look, I know there's more stories out here, but I'm just proud of everybody for taking the time late night, last minute to show up. Excited for y'all. And, hey, guys, just keep it up. Keep it up. Post your stuff on band. We need it. Team needs it.
We're mandated.
We're mandated.
The governors are behind us now.
That's right. All right, guys. Hey, y'all take care.
Love y'all.